so we are what is essentially happening is that radiant mind didn't have any conditioning, and with
Yeah.
the maturing and the mind coming into existence, we started holding things. We had the space to hold these grudges, sadness, memories, and all these things. So now we are undoing the damage done by this fundamental ignorance and trying to reverse the process so we can go back to I mean, we go back to, and all this don't make sense, but we have to use words in some way or the other to
Hmm.
get to that radiant state where there's nothing, like it's like water. It takes the shape of whatever the container it is put in, and there's no art, or um, there's no art to you, basically. Like when we exist in the society, we create ourselves in many forms. Like Karan Mahansi explains, in front of a husband, wife becomes this, loving and melting sort of character. In front of um, her subordinates, she will be a boss, like a very tough boss. In front of her kids, she will be the mother. In front of, like, depending on what kind of qualities you have, in front of a very inferior person, you will be very mean and controlling kind of a person. So we wear all these shapes within that same so-called self. And not just that, the way we carry ourselves and the topics we talk about in a social gathering or whatever, what we choose to say, what we choose to talk about, if we listen to ourselves, is a reflection of everything about us. So that definitely tells you, like, somebody will ask, hi, Machang, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Whatever. And then what do we tell them? Oh, I'm fine. This happened to my small boy, younger boy. This one is going to school. Meaning my life is based or centered around whatever the topics I talk about, and the way I carry myself into a wedding after getting dressed
Hmm.
up properly, the way I carry myself in front of a monk, the way I carry myself in front of the president. All this has created and defined the self. So, in terms of body, in terms of words, in terms of thoughts, this um, this extent of the self extend to all these areas. The uh, body formations, I guess, kaya sankhara, vachi sankhara, and mano sankhara, or oral formations and mental formations. So when the more we see, the more shape or form or art that we lose about ourselves. It's embedded in everything.
Yeah.
Like, when we are 14, 15, 16, we look at how older kids, the stylish kids or the prominent kids walk or
Yeah.
talk.
How they
So,
comb their
all
hair.
yes, exactly right. And we look at newspapers and look at what actresses are doing, yeah,
Yeah.
what actors are doing. All these things now we probably don't do them anymore. But those components are still within us in the way
Hmm.
we do everything. So you are able to now, since you have a lot of freedom and you have a lot of stillness within you, you are able to see this within you. When you see this, you see where it came from. It goes to cessation, and more fluid you become. That all that had given us thus far is rigidity, nothing but rigidity.
Yeah,
We have
exactly.
yes, we have been trying to maintain one form or the other. When we can't
Mm.
do that, we are in great suffering. Like, you're this, uh, basically, you are just being hiding behind yourself, deceiving yourself, and I don't know what we were doing actually. So that thing is dropping, and you're true to yourself, true to your thoughts, true to your feelings, true to your words, and you become a better person, you become a better version, and you can live with you. Before,
Yeah.
it's like when if you really face yourself face to face, just like how you face your reflection in the mirror, if that comes to you, if that moment comes to you, can you face yourself? Most often than not, you can't, because you're just trying to be somebody else, somebody we saw in a TV, somebody we saw in a society. You're not being true to your feelings, even as a mundane person. You're just doing acting all along. So all that goes, and this clarity and that pa- uh, you know clearness, cleanliness, and that beauty uh, just reveals by itself by seeing this truth, this parishuddha bhava, that is like really good. And more parishuddha bhava, or the purity you have, that qualities of trying to deceive yourself, deceive others. I mean, not, it doesn't mean you're deceiving somebody and taking money or what. These are very subtle things. We are not even in the big league where you are a thief or whatever. We are talking about very subtle things. You're just
Yeah.
deceiving you in very subtle ways. The
Mm-hmm.
more purity you have, you don't want to deceive yourself. You just accept, easily accept, easily see, and easily correct, and those things easily go to cessation. So it becomes really beautiful and tranquil. I don't know how else to say.